There are actually two different attires that I'm in. In a black coat attire, then no. I absolutely face no such incidents. Being in a casual clothing, the situation is different altogether. I do experience teases.
It's like understood, okay, if you walk out of your home, somebody is going to tease you, is going to catcall you, is going to harass you. You are always in that fight or flight mode.
बाद में ऐसा हुआ है कि मैं अकेली आती हूँ, मेरे साथ अम्मी नहीं होती, तो वो बस ऐसे छेड़ते होते हैं आके, तो मतलब कहाँ जा रही हो या क्या है, हमारे साथ फ्रेंडशिप कर लो.
I would say pretty often, almost all the time, whenever I'm out.
I don't care. I don't bother. Yes, when the day I entered into profession, yes, I was a little sensitive. Coming straight from university and going into a very powerful profession, which is a men's profession by all means. But with the passage of time, I became absolutely carefree.
I guess it's anger, but sometimes maybe I feel helpless too because I want to hit them back or just reply them back.
Anger. The first thing is anger, always.
मुझे तो गुस्सा आता है, मेरा दिल करता है कि मैं उसका मुंह तोड़ दूँ पकड़ के. मतलब कि मैं कहती हूँ कि मेरा हाथ लग जैसे मैं उसकी सही चटनी बनाऊँ.
There are combination of feelings to be. It's such a complex feeling that I cannot explain it in words. It's anxiety.
I was coming back with my sister from the market and we're just walking on the main road with lots of traffic going on. There were two guys on the bike. They just patted me on my back.
Once I was coming back from my campus and bridge pe koi nahi tha, and I found one guy playing with his private parts, and I thought that was disgusting, and obviously you don't know how to react in that moment. I was petrified.
There was one time when I was walking with my sister to a jog track. We were actually, it was pretty early in the morning. So there's this bike, a guy on a bike who just crosses us and goes like, birdie tat and stuff like that. He said something, he was in a rush and he just crossed by us.
So I was going and my hair were like in air, and two boys were standing aside and they said, "Teri Mercedes ja rahi hai," kind of thing. And I was like, what nonsense, Mercedes.
A young patient landed in the emergency after a roadside accident, and he was like, he was a little drunk, and all he was focused was, Janu, come by my side, Janu, idhar रहो, बात तो सुनो मेरी, Janu, बस तुम यहाँ खड़ी रहो, मैं ठीक हो जाऊँगा, बस आप यहाँ खड़ी रहो, मैं ठीक हो जाऊँगा.
Yes, I have. Actually, when you go to a market or you go with your mom to some bazaars and stuff, I actually always want to dress the way I won't dress when I'm going out with friends and stuff like that. So I always take shawls and properly cover myself.
I have to get to know in what kind of a gathering I'm going.
Never. I guess I'm a rebellion, so never. They need to change their mindset. I don't need to change the way I dress up.
I think I have. To be frank, I have, because there are places that you don't want to put yourself in that position, and you do think about it. It's actually funny that people think that it can, because it doesn't matter what you're wearing. The other person is there to attack a woman. He's out there, he's a predator. Like, he doesn't care whatever you're wearing.
I'm talking about my mom right now. She wouldn't blame me for for stuff like that happening to me, but yes, she has suggested at different points, like like I told you, when we were going to a market or some place, where there's going to be guys and people around us. She does suggest me to wear something which is very, very modest, or with a shawl and properly covered and stuff. She has, but she never blames me for it because she knows how it goes.
Yes, sometimes my nano and my khala says ke chadar le le, kind of thing.
I have been forced in a way that I am petrified of being teased in public, but I haven't been forced by my family.
No, I was never afraid.
I think yes, cycling, because there was this teacher of mine who used to ride a bike to college when I was in my FSC, and I used to envy her so much. Like she has to be a very badass to be doing that, and that was something I'd want to do, but I can't.
Scooty, in Indian Punjab, you can see the girls are going in scooty. It's easy for them going university and their workplace. But in a metropolitan city like Lahore, even here today, you won't see girls going around and enjoying a scooty, because चार पीछे लग जाएंगे.
I won't say I've ever reported it. I just didn't want to be the one who would confront stuff.
No, I never. I think I don't have the courage to report it to anyone, like publicly maybe.
Well, yes, when I started doing practice in my senior's office, then yes, I shared. Unka munshi tha. He was also junior, and he used to give comments not in a very decent way, but very below decent way. So I did complain to my senior.
Thankfully, no, and because I think it's a part of education, because when your parents are educated like that, they don't believe in the ask for it attitude.
I really want to hit them back in their face.
Hang them. Yeah.
वो ज़ियाउल हक का कोड़ों वाला ज़माना याद आ जाता है, बांध के कोड़े मारें उसको, that kind of a thing. Public उसको दें, उसको public flogging करें उसकी. He should feel the same agony that a girl goes through. ये वो an eye for an eye and a ear for an ear. उसके साथ वही करें.
Some extreme things come to mind. I believe in Henry VIII kind of way, like chop their things off. Yeah.
उसकी तो मैं ऐसी धुलाई बनाऊँ ना, पकड़ के उसको कूट लगाऊँ ऐसे.
Firstly, I believe in patrolling of the streets in a better way. Secondly, empowering women basically, because we as women feel like men are entitled to do that to us. Well, they are not, and we need to teach our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, and everybody who is lived under that shadow that it's not fine, and you need to report that, and that person is not normal, and he's a criminal-minded man.
So individually, girls should be strong from inside. अंदर से खड़ा करें अपने आप को. And collectively हमें help करनी चाहिए. We should be rescuing each other. ये नहीं कि उसके साथ हो रहा मुझे क्या. No. You have to be rescuer. आपको Superman, Spiderman नहीं आता. You have to stand with your species, with your gender. To stop doing this. Confidence दें, encourage करें लड़कियों को, और अगर ऐसा कोई हो तो खड़ी हो जाएं, इकट्ठी 4 खड़ी होकर जूतियाँ मारें उसको, ऐसे की तैसे सबक सिखाएं. So individually be strong and collectively help each other.
Okay, so first thing is awareness. The fact that the belief in a patriarchal society has to be shunned. Like, we don't belong to a patriarchal society, and this has to become, the other way around. And the awareness that, there is no such ask for it attitude, and nobody wants it. Like, people who are doing it, they have it in their mind that she is going to come after me or something like that, because either they're doing it for frustration, or because they want to joke about it later, tell them to the friends, or become the man kind, whatever the reason is. No girl is ever asking for it. I'm not asking for it, you are not asking for it, and the girls need to know that you are strong enough to confront it, and you're strong enough to let this out of your system and tell the whole world that it's normal and it's happening to every single girl out there.
Ironically, these are the same men जो अपनी बहनों और माओं के बारे में they are very particular, and they're keepers. उनकी इज्जत की हिफाजत करना अपनी जिम्मेदारी समझते हैं. But when they are on the streets, तो दूसरे की बहन या दूसरे की माँ के लिए उनके लिए कोई इज्जत नहीं है. So that's very ironical in a way that in our society where men are taught that you are only supposed to respect your mother and your sister, but not somebody else's, God forbid.
The people in question who are doing this eve teasing, which actually honestly is street harassment, they get this immediate psychological gratification of feeling good and noticed. It's very important because we live in this urban society where being noticed and being recognized is very difficult for people. That's how social media actually works. There is this debate with psychologists with the power of nature versus nurture. I am of the view that nurture means the society and the learnings that you go throughout your life plays a more dominant role on your personality and your behavior, and not nature, because when we look at the nature, we are talking about only the genetics of it. Well, if you're talking about only the genetics of it, no, it is not natural for men to tease women. It's absolutely something social and psychological.